Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Still Khalil back with another video. So today we got men of Reddit sharing what makes a woman creepy. I know y'all noticed that I'm not actually in the studio today. I'm out of town, having a little fun, man. But I still wanted to give y'all the content this week, so that's what we gonna do. But anyway, so today we got the men sharing their stories. It was actually supposed to be just like stories about what makes women creepy, like specific things, but it actually turned into men crying for help and sharing their actual situations that happen to them. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna shine some light on it. I'm gonna share some love on y'all. You know what I mean? So welcome, Khalillionaires and all alike. If you are not yet a Khalillionaire, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe. Let's get to it. All right, I'll get the ball rolling. I dated a woman who threw her phone through my living room window because I hadn't called her that night. Creepy. Now, I got a lot of questions. Like, did she break the window? Was your window already open and she just threw it on your lap or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not as bad, but it's still creepy because how you gonna get your phone back? And then how am I gonna call you? Like, you was trying to get my attention so I can call you back, right? But like, I can't call you now because I have your phone. So like, I don't know if you thought this one through, baby. You gotta learn how to use your brain, you know what I'm saying? We had this song, we was talking about use your noodle back in the day with PB&J, you know what I mean? I don't think she heard that song because she ain't doing that. She ain't singing along. Do you hear me? Being manipulative in covert ways and the acting innocent. Yeah, okay, so that's one of my pet peeves when people try to manipulate me. I'm cool. You can ask me anything. I'm a real cool ride or die ass friend, whatever I am for anybody. But like when I find out you trying to manipulate me and you think I'm stupid, I will address it. And then if you think I'm even dumber than that to not accept what I just addressed and I see with my own motherfucking eyes as you were lying to me again, you got to be a crazy motherfucker. Like you, yeah, I don't like that. And then they want to try to blame you and act like you crazy because you noticing shit. El Guerrero Maya, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and call everybody you know and let them know you under voodoo. Cause if you gave her a piece of your hair, you might want to let everybody know. Cause like I'm saying, just right now, I'm gonna tell y'all. If anybody want a piece of your hair, anything on your body, a ash, a eyelash, or a dead skin cell, any motherfucking thing, they trying to put some voodoo on your ass. And my grandma used to do that shit. It's the only reason I know. Don't ask me no more questions. I don't know no more shit about nothing. I wasn't always around. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to hold it down. Do you hear me? But just don't give nobody no pieces of your hair, okay, bro? That's all I got to tell you. To be honest, when I was wearing a wedding ring and I got that obvious vibe that a girl was interested in flirting, the immediate emotion I felt, almost like it boiled up straight out of my nervous system subconsciously, was anger and disgust. If a guy is wearing a wedding ring, don't flirt. It's super creepy. Now, I gotta tell from personal experience, bro. So I used to be married for 8 years and like I wore my wedding ring all the time faithfully. And I had a lot of women that would flirt with me while I was wearing my wedding ring as a happily married man. And then when I took it off because I'm not married, then like those same women don't find you attractive no more. So my question is, are y'all actually on a campaign to ruin like happy marriages because you don't have a happy marriage or you didn't have a happy marriage? Or what's going on with that? Cause I don't get it and it is creepy. Don't do that shit, man. You wouldn't want nobody to flirt with your husband. So don't flirt with theirs. Do you hear me? Like y'all gotta have the same respect you want people to have for you. Peace and love. All right. Had a girl had make me cookies once. She said she used her period blood. I don't think she actually did, but it was weird. And I'm into some weird shit. Okay, a lot of questions. What kind of weird shit are you into, my nigga? Because you know what I'm saying? We can hook you up. We got some weird fans around the world. Um, but yeah, don't eat anything that's red made by anybody. So if I would make a note to myself to not eat no red velvet cookies now, because I didn't know that was on the list. I didn't know people could put period blood in cookies, but then I thought about it. These new red velvet, cookies just came out of nowhere, and people have been making them a lot. And so I'm just saying, what is the active ingredient? That's all I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I got questions, and they need answers. So don't eat no cookies that got red anything in them, because it most likely will be period blood, 100%. I'm just letting you know. Ex-girlfriend lying in bed, casually turns over, looks at me dead in the eye, and says, I wish I could kill you, drain all the blood from your body, keep you in the refrigerator to preserve you, and whenever I want to, I just take you out for cuddles and put you back when I'm done. Yeah, you're on a list if you say this shit as a man. You're going to jail straight away. And this nigga don't say, God forbid women fantasize. Nah, I ain't about to fantasize. That's something you ain't supposed to be fantasizing about. Do you hear me? You will go to jail as a man. Now, women can do that. There's a lot of privileges that we don't, I mean, we don't have. I'm not hating. I'm just noticing things and making a note of it. 72 calls in a 2-day period. I speak from personal experience. Hey man, that's cause you a Mac, cuz Grindel Khan Mac. You a Mac. You out here pimping these hoes, you know what I'm saying? You got it like so you gotta expect that. But honestly, those are rookie numbers. I had like 500 calls one day. But she was going through some things. So I'll give you some grace. Get your numbers up, man. But you got it. You on the way. Met a waitress one time who was talking nonchalantly about how her husband was getting tired of her filling up the freezer with roadkill. She had an amateur taxidermy hobby, but apparently didn't have time to do it as much. This led to a backlog of dead animals she had scraped off the road and froze in her family freezer. Never ordered another meal from her the same way again. But see, he still ordered another meal, man. That's what I be saying. Like, we be giving crazy hoes a chance. Like, crazy niggas don't get as much grace as crazy hoes. And this is a proof because he still went back and ordered another meal, but just not the same way. You know what I mean? A crazy nigga get cut off that day. Do you hear me? So it is a lot of different strokes for different folks. That's all I'm saying. I'm noticing a trend. You know what I mean? Things that people can get away with that's in a certain skin. Do you hear me? Cuz said she levitating over the bed and rotating her head 360 degrees. Nah, Moose Gagery, Moose C. Gary. I don't, hey, man, Moose Gary. You need to go ahead and call somebody too. You got an exorcism you need to do. Call the church, call the priest. No, don't call no priest. There's some little boys in your house. You might want to not call no priest. Call somebody that you can trust that'll help you do this exorcism. That you need to get this bitch up out your house. That's all I'm saying. She gonna cause some problems. If she up low levitating over the bed and rotating the head, you need to put a fucking camera on her head and shoot a video before you gonna get up out of there. That's the only way you're gonna get a use up out of her before she go crazy on your ass. So I'm just telling you what I know. Okay. I'm just trying to help the little nigga out. You know what I mean? Seems like you need some help, and I'm just trying to do that my own way. Story time. I think this qualifies as creepy. When I was 13, 14, I dated a girl named Heather. She was sweet enough. It's only like 1 month in or so, and we're on the phone and she starts talking about animals and how she abuses them. Right then, she told me about a bird she put into a microwave and a cat she put into a dryer, etc. Little kid me was 10 out of 10 freaked out and ended it instantly. Just some light stalking after that, but I definitely felt way worse about the animals than anything she could do to me. Yeah, that would be a crazy thing, man. So I knew a dude who used to kick cats off to the damn bridge back in. I ain't gonna tell y'all where it was at because y'all might know this kid and he might still be doing his thing, and I don't want him to have no shame. Do you hear me? But so he used to kick cats off of the fucking like bridges and shit. And I was a friend of his for a while until I started realizing that this is not normal behavior. I was trying, so like me, I try to give people grace and space. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a very diverse household with different things going on. So I try to, give people grace because some people were used to be pimps and now they're, pastors. Some people used to be drug dealers. Now they own legitimate businesses, like for real legitimate businesses type shit. And so I seen people change their life. So I don't never try to like count nobody out. So I try to be friends with people who, don't have a lot of friends for certain reasons. Do you hear me? And yeah, I had to stop doing that shit. Cause, niggas that kick cats off of the damn bridge will do a lot worse shit to you and they won't know what's wrong with that because they didn't see nothing wrong with the kicking the cats. Do you hear me? Baby voice and infantilizing yourself. It's not cute, it's disturbing, and makes me feel like a PDF. We are both adults in our 30s. Don't act like you are 5 years old and try to manipulate me into doing something. Ooh, that's my pet peeve. I hate when people try to manipulate you into doing something. We just talk about that, man. Especially when you try to use the damn little kid voice. Oh, baby, when you marry you know you want to do it for me when you boo. I like soft and sweet, but come on with that weak ass baby shit, cuz don't nobody that shit is like what is it? You antagonizing or patronizing. Yeah, don't patronize me, baby. Just tell me like it is. Do you hear me? Keep it how it really is. And if you want me to do something, just ask. I got you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show a little ass. I mean. Why am I on YouTube? Oh my god. Dear lady I met at the bar, I'm glad you liked the way I smelled. Dragging each of your friends one by one to me throughout the rest of the night and trying to get them to smell me was kind of creepy. Trying to stick your head into my taxi so you can smell me one last time before I left was too creepy. Yeah, I mean, look, you gotta give them grace. They was probably drunk. Yeah, I mean, drunk hoes be out here doing the most, and you probably gotta drop the link for the damn cologne, my nigga, because you probably out here doing the most. See, that's why I don't really wear cologne a lot, because I know the effect that it has, so I don't wear it. Because if you just smell my cologne, you might be just attracted to that, and I look fine to your ass just because I smell good. But then the one day I don't have the cologne on, now I'm ugly and shit. You go and cheat on me with the nigga who got the same cologne I used to have on. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So I don't want none of these other outside factors to be the reason why you like me. So that's why I don't be wearing cologne. And also, my grandma was allergic to that shit, and I don't want to kill nobody grandmama because somebody grandmama might be allergic to that shit too. And I'm just out here trying to smell good, and I'm out here killing grandmamas and shit. I mean, I want to steal hearts and kill the looks to kill, but I ain't trying to kill grandmamas for real. Do you hear me? Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't really wear cologne a lot. And this would be another reason. I'm not trying to get stalked throughout the club all night long and people come up to me just to smell me. You better give me the number or some ass or something. Shit. About a year ago, a woman at the Arby's drive-thru creeped me out. She asked me if I wanted to hang out, and I said no. She asked me multiple times more, and I kept saying no. At that point, she even stuck her face and arm out the window in a clear attempt to pull me in for a kiss. I rolled up my window and on her, and her female coworker shoved her off and gave me my food. I made a complaint about it and thankfully had the heroic woman's info to name drop and she vouched for me. The female creep was actually held accountable and fired. Hey, that's what's up, man. Sometimes the right thing happen, man. Cause usually some people be like, "It's just a girl. She ain't doing that. She ain't doing that. You be special. You be happy that she tried to kiss your ugly ass." You know what I'm saying? They treat niggas bad out here, cause we don't even get to be molested or nothing. They be like, "You just be happy you got molested, nigga." When you get married, having discussed many times without a life without kids, and you find prenatal vitamins in a book titled "Before You Conceived" hidden in your closet. Oh hell no! Y'all trying to trap niggas into having kids when the nigga said he specifically don't want to have no motherfucking kids. What the hell is this shit? Now we gotta stop this nip this shit in the bud. Cause that sounds like a form of like rape or like something. That gotta be something that's wrong with that. Like you gonna trick me into having kids with some prenup? So you gonna have some strong kids. We gonna have some shack ass niggas running around here, and I ain't want to have no niggas at all. See, come on now, you doing the most, baby. Doing the most. As a gay man, the women who think they can change me happened once with this young woman my age. She kept touching while drunk. I told her to stop, and she yelled, "I can change you," and leaned in for a kiss, which I blocked with my open palm. Her friend smacked the back of my head and told me to stop. So this nigga almost got sexually harassed. Then he was physically harassed and assaulted by the friend who was mad at him for turning down her friend. Because women hate to be turned down. If y'all didn't know that, when they think that they more fine than you or whatever the case may be, and they try to give you a chance and you don't like it or you turn them down, or they get offended in the motherfucker. I had a woman ask me about my sperm count on the first date. She also sent me a music playlist of about 60 songs based on the taste she thought I'd have. Didn't match. She also sucked the water out of the tea bag after use. Okay, so I got a lot of things. Don't ask about the sperm count on the first date. No, see, I grew up with a lot of women, and I get why they would ask about that because they want to have a healthy life, and what I'm saying, they want to make sure you can provide that, and so to me different ways, and so that's why they would ask that at some point. So don't be creeped out about that question. But on the first date, yeah, that's wild, baby. I'm telling y'all right now, man, I'm not mad about the question. I'm mad about the timing. The first date is never the right. You don't ask about that shit on the first night. No, I'm just saying that is creepy than the motherfucker. Now sucking the water out of the tea bag, we can talk about that. Cause that means you got some skills and we can use that elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? We can transfer those skills down below if you catch my drift. You know what I mean? So we can work on the sucking the bag. I like the tea bag, get something else. Do you hear me? I think y'all agree what I'm saying. We can move on. I had an ex-girlfriend try to convince me to one of my previous boyfriends. She never said it explicitly, but she made it abundantly clear what she wanted. Oh wow. So how did she do that? So she, like, was she like hinting at it like, if only like he was gone, we can have more time together type shit, or like what she was like, you know what I'm saying? He will be at this place at this time, and he probably shouldn't return or something. You know what I'm saying? Because we can kind of get on something. I mean, you can call a lawyer and you might can have something. You know what I mean? Unless you don't want to be a snitch, and that's cool. I agree. You shouldn't snitch unless it will like legitimately harm your life. Like if she come at you again and then threaten you, with your life. If you don't take the life of her ex-boyfriend, then you probably do have to call the police. Sometimes y'all gotta call the police. I'm from the hood and I get why you don't call the police, but sometimes we gotta call the police, man. Go to mom's house, tell her that she's my girlfriend, befriend her to the point where they become best friends. And while I'm deployed with no communication to the outside world whatsoever, and without me ever giving her the address to my mom's house. And only after I saw you twice in my life and only hooked up once. Oh shit. So they only went on 2 motherfucking dates. And on one of them dates, they you know what I'm saying, they did the thing. And now she feel like she gonna go to his mom's house, a house that she shouldn't even know about, and become friends with his mom, a person that she should have never met. Okay, that's creepy. Showing up at my door at 12:30 a.m. on a weekday, ringing the doorbell and banging on the door because I didn't answer her texts and calls. I was sleeping. Y'all don't let niggas sleep no more, man. If a nigga showed up at your door while you sleeping because you gotta go to work or you a boss ass bitch doing whatever you finna do, you gonna call the police and you gonna be all on your TikTok, on your Instagram, talking about this nigga crazy. He doing this and that, and he will be going to jail. Do you hear me? That's all I got to say. So we don't get the same grace in the spaces. That's all this video is showing y'all, because the women be doing a lot of things out here that we don't really check. And I'm not saying that it's right. I think we should start checking these hoes on this shit. I think we shouldn't let them get away with it. I don't think we should let them get away with this shit at all. Cause if you put a nigga in the same motherfucking situation with a woman sleeping peacefully trying to go about her life, just cause she wouldn't answer the phone, you gonna come knocking on the door and banging on the shit. Nah, man. One of my coworkers went around telling people how I'm madly in love with her because I always stare at her during meetings. It was because she made the silliest faces and wouldn't ever sit still. It's ridiculous, really. Like, that would probably be me. Because I be looking at a lot of shit and I notice a lot of things because I'm very observative. I don't. I observe a lot of shit. Do you hear me? And so I look at things that a lot of people won't look at, and so I'll probably be that nigga that's getting caught up in these moments where you think I'm looking at you in lustful eyes or some shit, or like whatever the fuck you want to put in your mind. But bitch, you probably got something on your head or something. You probably got like a butterfly on your back. You got some toilet paper on your shoe or something. And I'm trying to figure out a way to tell your dumb ass. But I know you're gonna take offense to anything I'm about to say, because as soon as I walk up to you, you're gonna be like, I got a boyfriend. And I'm gonna be like, okay. I didn't give a fuck about that shit. I'm trying to tell you about your dumb ass motherfucking the way you look. You know what I'm saying? You got the shit on your fucking feet. You got you know what I'm saying? I be trying to help people, but they be, they make it hard for me. And I'll just be like, fuck them. So that's how I like to live my life. I had a girl that would hop my fence in the backyard and silently watch me watch TV. That's creepy. Oh, hell yeah, that's creepy. That's creepy than a motherfucker. Okay, now how old was y'all though? That might have been an innocent thing. She might have had a little crush on you. She was outside anyway. You know what I mean? She figured I might as well go and check on my homie and see what he got going on today. She probably was interested in the shows you was watching, and her family didn't let her watch them shows, so she had to watch it through your TV. You know what I mean? You probably wasn't that special, homie. She was probably just trying to watch the show. Do you hear me? Like, so it might have been creepy, but you gotta think about all the aspects of life. See, some people be trying to be self-absorbed and they think too many things about themselves, and that's cool. I'm not saying you shouldn't think highly of yourself, but sometimes you should think about other people, like, you know what I'm saying, someone else. Do you hear me? And like maybe it wasn't her looking at you watch TV. She was literally trying to watch TV. Maybe she was grounded that week or some shit. You know what I mean? You gotta think with your big brain, man, not your little thing. Do you hear me? Women who make babies their entire personality. Yeah, okay, so this is one thing that I had dealt with like my life personally. I ain't gonna say at which one, because I respect the women that I've been with. But I had a woman that did like all she talked about was babies, like all the time. Like it was like, bro, like I get it. Like, yes, you have a baby. All right. That's great. And I'm not saying that it's bad to love your kids and talk about your kids and adore your kids, but like, bro, we are on a date. We need to get to know each other. I'm not here to know your kids. I'm not even supposed to know about your kids like that just yet. Like, you need to tell me about you. I should know more about little Timmy and Geraldine. Damn, you named your kids horrible names, but I shouldn't know about them just yet. Like, I should know about their life more than your life. I'm the one. I'm trying to be with you, not your babies. Do you like type shit? That's all we be saying. Like, I know that came out wrong when I first started saying that, but like, nah, like I adore women who love their kids and like women who like do whatever it takes to always be in their kids' life, and that's why y'all always gotta talk about them all the time. Y'all feel like it's everybody cares about them the same way you do. We don't. I just want to let you know we don't care. She left a dead dog on my door. Yeah, bruh, she crazy. You gotta call the authorities. This is one of those moments where you must call the police. Now I don't recommend doing that all the time. Now don't get me on the record and be like, hey, see, you always calling the police on niggas. I don't, and I haven't. I don't think I ever called the police actually. But this is one of those moments where I would call the police. Like I'm not afraid to call the police. Shit, nigga, if I got to, I motherfucking will. Because I don't want to go back to jail. That's not these people that's like, I ain't calling the police. They either ain't never been to jail or they gay. And they love going back every day. Do you hear me? Because shit, when you be in jail, you don't want to stay around niggas all the time. You're going to stay out of that motherfucker. I don't want to only be around niggas all the time. I don't want to see dudes every day of my life. I don't want to wake up smelling funky ass niggas all day. No, this is not how I want to live my motherfucking life. I want to smell some hoes. I want to smell the flowers and the roses and the beautiful. I want to see trees and shit. I want to smell the flowers and run out here and frolic and shit, nigga. Black men frolic too. Don't you know what I'm saying? Black men be out here frolicking. So don't think we don't be out here frolicking. And if you don't like the frolic, that's why you like jail, because you don't understand. Frolicking is freedom. And once you start frolicking, you won't never want to go back to jail again. Okay, so y'all might want to get out here and frolic a little bit if you're afraid to call the police, because you'll go to jail for that shit. Shit, not me. When they ask what sort of car do you drive, do you own your own house, and what do you do for a living? How much savings do you have within 10 minutes of meeting you? It gives me red flags every time. All right, so this is a two-part thing. Like I said, I grew up around a lot of women. So I understand why they ask these questions. But yes, not within 10 minutes of meeting me. God damn, baby. That is an instantly red flag, because look, I could be the richest. It's not that I don't have money. It's not that shit. Niggas, I mean, I don't. I'm not like one of the rich niggas right now. But I'm saying, like, a lot of the rich niggas, they do have money, and they won't want you to talk about that right now, because it seems as if that's the only thing that you will be interested in. So, like, let's say the first time we're talking, the first 10 minutes of us talking, you ask me, what do I do, what kind of car I drive, and what house I got, and how much savings I got. What if that's like, I drive a McLaren, my house is fucking $1.7 million, and I do this that makes like $12 trillion a year type shit. Now you just like, ooh, there's nothing I can say that will kind of make you not like me for real. Because why would you not want to be with a nigga who got that much fucking money and access to shit? Like, and I'm not saying every woman is like this, but there are a lot of women who don't even like the nigga that they with. They just like that nigga pockets because he led with it in the first 10 minutes of the fucking talk conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why niggas don't like to do that shit, because I don't want to get caught up being with a woman who only wants me for the things that I have. And then that one occasion when I don't have him, I don't have access to him, because times is hard. Sometimes you go through things where you close things down and make sure you don't spend money in this type of season so that you can go into the next season fully prepared to make the money back type shit. Sometimes they don't want to go through those type of situations with you because you were supposed to be the nigga who had X, Y, and Z, and now you don't make that exact amount no more, and now you're not a nigga for her. Like, that type of shit make a nigga don't want to be with people, because that shouldn't be the only reason that you with me. That shouldn't be the only thing that matters, and definitely not the first thing. You know what I mean? I get why y'all need to know these questions. Like I said, I grew up around a lot of women, and I'm a man who wants to provide for women that I'm with. So I understand this question. I understand what it's about. And that's why I'm single still. Snooping. Trying to get into my cell phone and checking all my conversations. Checking my browser history, creating fake Instagram profiles to harass the girls I follow. Oh man, I had an ex that used to do type shit like this. And it's not that I was cheating, because I wasn't cheating until she started doing that shit. And I was doing it just to piss her off at that point, because I knew she would go to the phone and see it. And so I was just text people just to piss her off, which was childish as fuck. I shouldn't have did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be niggering. But why did I say that? And she used to talk to all my fans. So like I was really like doing rap back then, and like I had like a lot of people that would come to my shows and shit. She would go up to them and be like, "That's my man. Don't you be looking at him like this and with the wham." And then guess what? They didn't come back to the shows again. So I don't recommend having girls like this in your life, especially if you want to be somebody and do something, because they will stop that shit and they won't have no remorse for that shit at all. And it'll be your fault, even when you try to be cool with them years later. So it don't matter nothing that you do, all right? Once again, it's still Khalil, and I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me to the end of the video. If I haven't told you already, you are officially a Khalillionaire. So, hey, man, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done that. I know you already did it, because you are a Khalillionaire. We locked in, twin. But listen, share this with somebody that you love, and man, keep your shit rolling, bro. I'm here every day, like I said, just in different ways. But it's still Khalil. I love y'all. Peace. Subscribe. Thank you, Khalil.